Hey everyone, this is Shawn Powell, and I'm going to talk to you about a brand new business I've just recently gotten into, and I'm really excited about, y'all. It is called Exitus Elite. Now, if you're not familiar with what Exitus Elite is, I'm going to go through it real quick. I'm going to explain a couple things to you. I'm going to show you what the pages look like and get a little bit more in depth in, to what the business is really about. This is me. I'm the bigger guy right here. I'm 43 years old. I was in restaurants for 26 years. I was able to quit my job May the 7th of 2015. It's my little boy Adam. I'm a full-time dad. I do online business, and I've done really, really well. I first came into online business, and the last week of October of 2014, I was able to quit my job in about 6 months, working my tail off, to be honest. And but yeah, I mean, it has really been a blessing in so many ways. And to be able to spend every day with my little boy. The last business I was in, if you might have actually known me from my other YouTube videos, is going to be Traffic Monsoon. And I made a really good income in Traffic Monsoon. I loved it, but certain circumstances take place that you don't have control of, and when it does, it's time to move on. And hopefully Traffic Monsoon continues. But if it don't, I don't have any say. At least I'm already pointing in the right direction. I am tickled to death with Exitus. First of all, I'll be the very first one to tell you this, y'all. I've been, in online business for a while, where a lot of times I knew I would do good because I applied a lot of action. I showed people I believed in my business, and the business just takes off. It wasn't me that I was really looking at to see how they would do. I want to see, when I look at a business, the normal marketer. What are they doing? What kind of results are the normal people going to have? Because in my opinion, when you got a big guru comes in something, he's going to have a list, he's going to, blast it out there, and they're going to get some people. I want to see what the normal person does, and that's exactly what I did. So for the whole week now, basically I've done some reviewing, and I've watched a bunch of videos, and I've talked on the phone with people who I consider probably closer to normal marketers and seeing the results that they're having. One of my business partners is with me in this is Frank Calabro. We both came from Traffic Monsoon. We're both in Powell Elite Systems. And y'all, I can already tell you, he's got a downline that is up to 40 active members within 40 days using Exitus. And I'll show you in just a second how much that equivalates to be. It's absolutely incredible. So I'm really excited about it. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. There's me right here. Here's my little Facebook group for Traffic Monsoon Action Takers. Let's see here. Let's probably start off with, well, I'll tell you what. This shows a little bit of the income I was making. You can tell hours were in Traffic Monsoon. I was averaging about $10,000 to $12,000 a month, somewhere in the ballpark of referral commissions. Now, I'm still doing really well with Powell Elite Systems, but since the change is taking place inside the Traffic Monsoon, it's time to start looking. If you don't move ahead, y'all, what happens is your downline has a tendency to start wandering, and next thing you know, they're going to be joining different things because you waited too long. And that's something you really don't want to have happen in the first place. Even if you make good money and you have money sitting to the side, you really need to keep moving forward. You want to keep your people occupied, keep something that they're going to be able to make money in. And this here, y'all, one of the best parts about it is this instantaneous money. When I came in and I connected with my sponsor, Frank Calabro, actually, I was able to see how quick he got the money. And it is ridiculously quick. And these are a lot, it's not a high ticket item. It's not a low ticket. It's going to be right here in the middle. Somebody who really wants to do this can really do this and go crazy with it. And I think that's really what the potential is. I will tell you this, y'all. I have been in other businesses before where it may not sound like a whole lot per month, but every month, it starts adding up. You know what I'm saying? And then let's say if some of your downline quits, you're not going to get that money. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you get a medium price, it's right here in that sweet spot. That's where the money can be at. That can be a lot of money for you. And that's what I want to show you. Okay? So let's go to Exitus, y'all. First of all, I'm very impressed with the dashboard. I haven't gone through all the information yet. I've read up on just about everything while setting everything up. I've been very, very impressed with this. I don't see why anybody can't take this business own stock like it is, to be honest, and not make it work. To be honest, it's just no reason. I just came into it earlier today. We've kind of got an agreement where we're having to wait till a couple of days to make sure that everybody in our Facebook groups that are getting a chance to look at this at the same time. It's real important to us that we keep loyalty to our upline, and so I'm sitting back. I'm just doing videos. I'm not even going to release this yet until the time that we're talking about, so everybody can come in together, so the downline doesn't have a tendency to go off to other places. See what I'm saying? So that's very important to us. Okay, this is one of the landing pages. Let me see if I can't refresh it here. It's just a nice looking sales page. I'm sorry, landing page. It comes as a default as one of the pages you can get from the system. Somebody wanted to do this and don't have a Weber account or anything like that. Y'all, I'm telling you, I was very impressed with the emails. I came through this personally myself before I joined, obviously, because I wanted to look at everything. And after I joined, I went through again and I've been really impressed with this. One of the best things about this business, y'all, is the fact that it's modern. Okay? When I say modern, you can actually use text messages to get out to the people with. The training inside of here is absolutely incredible. The whole package itself, y'all, is worth it, every cent of it. I know it is. And, I see people that I've talked to this week while I was talking to about this business, and they're implementing exactly what the training is in the system, and they're getting incredible results. Absolutely. I told you a second ago I was making 10,000, 12,000, somewhere in the ballpark, referral commissions. They're doing as much, if not more than me, and I am a pretty good marketer, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So in my case, I was very impressed, and that's the results I'm looking for, y'all. I'm not worried about my results as much as I want to make sure that the average person can come in here, implement what they're supposed to be doing, get out to the people, and it's going to work. And these conversion rates are very high, and they work very well, even with the default. And honestly, y'all, I'm going to tell you, that's something you don't see very often. Usually you have to go do something, make something yourself. And here's another promise, y'all. I'm going to make the first $10,000 I make in this business, and you can keep track of me, with the default stuff. The default pages right here, y'all. So it's going to give you a chance to really see that this thing is going to work. I'm going to dedicate myself to it to make sure it works and to show you it works. And all I'm doing is getting out to the people. That's all I'm doing. Here's one of the videos they have. It's a really intriguing one. Matter of fact, I stopped it somewhere about halfway in the middle. But the road's starting to rip up, and it's a Lamborghini, and it's going fast, and it's really intriguing video. I really thought it did really well. It grabbed attention. There's no sense that nobody wouldn't want to use this page as well. This is actually Paul Stevenson. He is the owner of Exitus, and he's in the United Kingdom. And y'all, he's laid out something that's very simple, but it works. And the pages are exactly what you need to get the information across as soon as possible. And the signups are instantaneous. You know what I'm saying? And once you understand that the system he's got made in place for you, I want you to see this, y'all. After he introduces himself, tells a little bit about himself. It's only like a minute long, not even a minute. Or, I'm sorry. It's about 3 minutes long. I apologize. You watch presentation. So I'm taking you here is a very professionally put page together, y'all. And once it says, you are on the website of Shawn Powell, here's the number, y'all. I want you to look at this. This number is actually straight to the Exitus home office, and you get to talk to someone. And listen, if you sign up, if you give them a call, they haven't talked to you at all. If they sign up underneath them, they're going to put you in underneath you. The very first question they ask when you call up there is, who's the person they sent you to? Who's the person that's sending you? You understand what I'm saying? And I think it's awesome that these people have support enough that they're willing to close the sales for you like that, and you would get the sales. So I think that's absolutely incredible. And one of the people I talked to, two of the last 3 sales that he's made came from this way, y'all. And he made $18,000 in the last month. Okay, he's got, I think he's somewhere in the ballpark of 52 sales. And that's $52,000, y'all, that, it's actually come through his business in only a few months. This is the road, and this is going to be the path, and I'm going to show you something. This is the model for it. Get down here real quick. Okay, I made this earlier today just to kind of help it out. I could draw these out, but it take a little bit longer, and it mostly, to be honest, it looks like crap. So, so I figured I'd make a nice pretty one and then just save it. Okay, I want you to understand, this that I'm showing y'all is just one leg, okay? Now, that means that I've sponsored only one person, and then that one person has sponsored 2 people, okay? Now, I want you to understand, let's say that this is you. Obviously, I brought you in. The very first person that you bring into the business is going to go over here, okay? You only give up 1 sale ever. Everything else goes to you, okay? So you only lose 1 sale. Now, what is a sale, y'all? It's $1,300 each. Each commission that you make goes into it instantaneously. It's your money to pull out right now and run with it just by getting someone in. Now, I want you to understand the strength of this, how this is going to work, okay? So I got you in, you paid, you're in, you are qualified, okay? The very first person that you bring in down here, that doesn't go to you, it's going to go to your sponsor. Now, the second, third, fourth, fifth, it doesn't matter how many you get, go to you, okay? And I want you to see this. I'm only showing one leg. Do not get this confused. This is not you sponsoring people. This is not you sponsoring people. This is one leg. Another sponsor would be over here, and over here, and over here, coming from you. This is not, okay? You sponsored one person. The very first pass up, y'all, is going to be this person right here. You sponsored this one. You got the 1,000 from, or 1,300 from them. The second one, y'all, is going to be this person here, right? That's going to go to you also. Now, the second leg that hangs down, this is theirs. That's their money. That's where their money's going to start from. Now, without you sponsoring anybody else, you've got this person here. They go to sponsor somebody. The very first person is going to be $1,300. That goes to you. The second person they sponsor goes down here, and everything else that they do, no matter what they do, goes to them. The third one goes over here. See what I'm saying? And then the very first one goes to you. These are $1,300 a pop, y'all. $1,300 a pop. This is if you were being extremely lazy. You didn't even try to get out to anybody else. And if you wanted to do this, you would get paid just as good from doing this as anything. But can you imagine if you had 10 legs that were out doing this, trying to build their own business? You understand what I'm saying? That's the part that I'm impressed with, is the fact that this kind of money is possible, and all you've done is sponsored. You've paid yourself in, you've let the first one go up, and that one right here, the second person, is literally the lifeline that you're making right here. Now, I don't know how many legs you can get. I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? This is not a high dollar, but it's not cheap either. Okay? Now, let me explain how much this is going to cost. $2.99, y'all, right up front is $2.99. Now, $2.99 is going to be from the very beginning when you first come in. It's an annual fee. It's once a year you get charged $2.99. That $2.99, y'all, to be honest, is going to cover a lot of things. First of all, you get these pages that convert very well. You get a whole lot of updates that's going to be constantly taking place. One of the best things about Paul, y'all, is the fact that he is obtainable. Okay. Now, he's also going to make sure that the business holds integrity. You're not going to be able to give discounts to people. If he finds out you're getting discounts to somebody to lessen the products that they're selling and trying to get other people in, to try to make it cheaper, he is going to terminate your account. Okay. And he's already said he'll have no problem asking you to show me your, where you used your PayPal to come into the business or whatever. It's not going to be a discount. You're going to have that full term, what you paid for. You got to pay to play the game. So this is going to be it. But y'all, I think that's awesome that the man keeps it that way. He wants to keep integrity in the business. Now, they've got webinars, y'all. I want you to listen to this. The webinars are twice a week at 2 different times. So I think that's absolutely incredible. There's no reason that you can't plug your people into this business and really do something with it. Okay, so I've been very impressed with it. Let me show you some of the more pages. This is the presentations. Okay, I might have to log in. I apologize. It'll take but a second. And like I said, y'all, I've come in just today. Kind of got my hands tied at the moment. because I promised my sponsor that we wouldn't get out to the people, for a couple more days. And so really, I'm making these videos just to be holding to the side, ready for the green light so I can start unleashing, some of this stuff I want to do. So we're going to go down to marketing. All right, let's go to pages. And these are the different pages you have. And there's going to be more, y'all. So be constantly adding some more. This is the Lamborghini page I showed you. This is the page earlier I showed you, this one right here. And one of the things I was very impressed with, y'all, when you click this, y'all, you want to learn more, and you put in your email. Listen, if the email's not real, they can't see it, okay? If they do not get, because to be honest, to go farther than this, they've got to get the email. And inside the email, they've got the whole presentation there. So they don't get to see it if it don't. If you see the phone number right here, it says optional, right? Y'all, when you pick that, if you like, you can have them to be sending text messages to them to help them, come into the business. To me, it's as modern as it gets. You can do both. You can actually have the emails and this, and the emails are very effective, y'all. I was very impressed with it. I was like, the whole time I was watching this, it's like, it's simple, but it is what you need. You don't need a lot of extra things to go with this business. Now, if you decide that you want to do something different with this, right? If you really want to make more than, just these pages, and like I said, he's going to constantly be updating it. His own comment from Paul Stevenson's was, quote unquote, the business will never be any worse than it is now, because he's constantly updating it. Okay, and I can see the guy. He's out there doing the videos and stuff like he's in a lot of these webinars on a regular basis. But let me show you something. This is my Power Lead Systems. This is just something I just recently made. I want you to look at this page right here. If you are in Power Lead Systems, y'all, and I got a big Power Lead Systems group down below me, y'all, you know this grabs attention. That's a beautiful page. We've already got that built together, and all you got to do is have a share code. You know what I'm saying? So let me show you what the page consists of. If you don't know who my sponsor is, this is Frank Calabro right here. If it pops up, sometimes it won't when I'm doing the video. There you go.
Hello, and thank you for opting in and requesting more information.
Okay, that's going to be Frank Calabro sitting right here. He's going to give you a 6-minute talking about how this thing layouts, just to show you how the money's being made. And y'all, I can tell you, if you like to use this, you don't necessarily have to use just Frank. You can use Power Lead Systems and brand yourself into a business, y'all, and it's going to make you stand out. People are going to know who you are in that business, and that can be very, very valuable for you. I really got free from a job using Power Lead Systems, and that's why, that's how I got my freedom. And when I came to Traffic Monsoon, y'all, I built all my Traffic Monsoon business using my own funnels that I created with my own videos. Okay, that's how I got out to the people, that's how I promoted it, and that's how I branded myself. And y'all, I can tell you, any business you want to do, Power Lead Systems can do that for you. If you want to do that, then you need Power Lead Systems. You really do. And we're going to have that put together for you as well. But like I said, y'all, if you're not ready for Power Lead Systems and you really, just want to use the default pages, it will work. Absolutely. And I've seen a lot of good people that, I've talked to lately that they're making really good $18,000 commissions a month. I've actually seen some that actually have more. And y'all, let me show you something. This is one of the people I know personally, y'all. I want you to look at this. This is going to be 31 paid members, $29,000, and it was only about a week and a half. Okay. Again, it is absolutely incredible. Why does all this start adding up, y'all? Why exactly does it? Because this isn't just one leg. This is only one leg in due time. What if you go crazy and you really just start getting this thing out, y'all? A lot of people use paid advertising. And if they like to use paid advertisement and get out to the people, and if they have let's say if you got a 15% or 20% opt-in rate that goes active, y'all, do you realize how much money that is? That's a ridiculous amount of money. Now, this is very important. I want to share this with you all. Okay. Now, let's say that right now it's at $2.99. You get all the products we have. It gets everything together. Have support that'll help you out. It's just sharp. And I can tell you, it's going to be constantly being updating, getting better and better and better. Okay. If you come in before August the 3rd, y'all, August the 3rd is the cutoff date. You get this for $1,000. Understand, you'll still be getting $1,300 for every commission that you get. But until August the 3rd, I got in today, which is actually, well, it's the August the 1st now, but I came in on July the 31st, and I paid $1,000. So I came in, to me, I know I'm going to do this business. Frank Calabra, my sponsor, is going to do it. Other people in other groups that, I know this business works. I know it does, okay? So you just need to get involved with this and go ahead and jump in it. There's no sense in waiting, okay? Now, this other $300, y'all, is coming after July the 3rd. It's still not a bad thing. It's going to be $1,300. If you can get in now before that, I would highly suggest going ahead and doing it. That's the reason I did. I'm not going to sit here and wait another few days if I didn't have to, so I can go ahead and get in for $300 less. But even at $1,300, y'all, this is 100% commission. You understand what I'm saying? Well, think about this. Every person that you get paid from, every person, doesn't matter where they're at, you get 100% commission. The only thing that you're losing is the first sale. That's it. The very first sale is the only thing you're losing. The rest is 100% commissions. It doesn't get any better than this, y'all. And look, there's no monthly fees. You can promote this business however you want to do it. If you want to use YouTube, Facebook, if you want to do solo ads, do paid advertising, whatever you want to do, the model is going to hold itself. I love Powell Elite Systems because of the fact of how the pay structure is. It's got an awesome pay structure. It's kind of got a one-off like this as well, except it's nowhere as good as this. This is just made to hammer out money to you. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. $1,300 times 6 equals $7,800 a month. That is anyone in your business doing anything to make you money once every 5 days. Okay? Let's say you go out there and you start putting the work in, man, and you don't look back. That's what I always suggest anytime I get into a business. I put the hammer down. I'm ready. I really am ready. But let's say you go out there and get this. This is only one leg of one person, y'all. Can you imagine? This is only just one leg. That if I had 12 legs or 30 legs, y'all, you know what I'm saying? It would blow your mind. I would be disappointed if I got paid once every 5 days, to be honest. I would be absolutely disappointed because I know good and well that the people will do this business. I know they will. This is the right business to be in, y'all. I don't want to make this long. I just wanted to show the little presentation here that I created myself. I'm telling y'all, this is what you need to do. And like I said, I'm holding to my promise. This is going to be me real soon, y'all. I'm going to tell you. And don't worry, you keep looking on my YouTube videos because I'm going to be posting what I'm doing. There's no doubt about it. But y'all, I can already tell you, these pages will convert. They look really good. You don't need anything else. And the emails are on par. And these emails, y'all, are for 2 months. These emails go out for 2 months. There's no way that they're not going to get these people into this business. I know that. Okay? All you got to do is get in there and do it now before you have to spend more money to do it. No matter what you wind up paying, y'all, think of it this way. There is no monthly fee. There is no monthly fee. You could use just the bone stock tools. And like I said, y'all, one of the biggest benefits I've seen, period, is people can call up here. When they call up here, y'all, they get support that's going to put them in your business. They're going to finish the sale for you. It doesn't get any better than that. Now, we're adding some new changes real soon. I'm not going to talk about them a whole lot. I do know that they got something new coming out that you can, they'll literally walk everybody through the whole thing for you, from a lead right on through. Now, they do get a portion of the pay. You'll wind up taking $800, and I think they keep the rest. It's not real clear. It has not started yet. So I'm not going to talk about it a lot. I'll be talking about it in the near future. But y'all, listen, this is the business to be in. I know what I'm talking about. I'm going to blister this business, and you need to be in this. If anybody's in traffic monsoon and you're looking to business to do, this is it, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Sign up down below, y'all. If you notice, I got my phone number down there. I always put my phone number in every video I got. And I also put my link in there. And if you need me for any reason, just let me know. I'd be tickled to help you out. Appreciate it.